Wait, our phone's silent? That's a thing.
Hello, everybody watching online. My name is James, and I'm with the UTSA Film Society, and we're just chilling in between film sessions of our short films. And today we're going to be discussing some interesting topics. You might want to stick around and listen to us talk. The first discussion we're going to have is about Scooby-Doo, but let me just go ahead and introduce the rest of us. This is Xavier. Go ahead and say hello to the camera.
Hello.
That's not how you usually talk.
Yeah.
This is Arnold.
Hey, me.
That's not how he usually talks either. Jimmy.
Hey guys.
I don't know why they're doing this. And Mark is over there at the end.
Hi everybody.
That's usually how he talks.
You can talk?
So the topic was brought up a couple days ago of Scooby-Doo. Like, what is going on in Scooby-Doo? Does anybody have any thoughts or specific ideas?
Dude, there's too many like Scooby-Doo worlds. Like,
Gotta be exact.
Have you seen the new one that they made recently?
Okay, let me limit this to the. Let's start out with the original.
The classic Scooby-Doo.
So who watched the classic
okay.
Scooby-Doo? Let's ask that question.
did
first.
anybody ever notice that there's no black people in the original Scooby-Doo?
No, they did an episode with the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes.
That doesn't count.
But wait, that was in the Scooby-Doo.
That's the way that the only
movie.
black people on the
No.
show play basketball. That's an interesting stereotype that they fed into.
It was the Harlem Globetrotters, so of course they play basketball.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm sure there's white people on the team too that they just didn't show.
But isn't
now
it?
there is.
Wait, hold on.
Back
Isn't
in the
that
day,
Scooby-Doo and
that's
Friends?
true.
That's Scooby-Doo and Friends.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Because they also had Johnny Bravo.
But that was like Johnny Bravo.
Bravo.
But that's 90s.
There's no
Yeah,
way
that's
that
late
Johnny
Scooby.
Bravo time jumped 40 years. And he could be on
Don't question my logic.
40 years. Scooby-Doo was like the 70s and 80s.
I
Yeah.
thought it was
Come on,
the
man.
60s.
You're the 60s.
No.
It's 69.
60s?
69?
It
Thank you,
started in
Matt.
69.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
our
off
cameraman
camera,
Matt.
by the way.
Yeah.
So
Matt is the fact man.
It was made to create a cartoon that was like friendly for all kids, didn't involve violence because a lot of people didn't enjoy the Flintstones or the Jetsons. So Hanna-Barbera, like, they surveyed a bunch of parents and asked them what they would enjoy to see in a cartoon, and that's where we get Scooby-Doo from.
Well, if they weren't a lot of violence, why would they have them
apparently
get
the only
kidnapped
one
all the
who did
time
any
and have
research.
ghosts and stuff chasing them?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not violent because they're not like fighting.
okay,
yeah.
well, I just want to bring this up.
What's up?
Is that okay? They don't show violence, but I think that they depict drug use. I
Well,
think
with Shaggy and Scooby?
Yeah, with Shaggy and Scooby, and this
You
is
can't prove
this is
that.
my idea
No,
with
they
Shaggy
don't.
and
They're just
Scooby
eating.
is
Come on.
because Shaggy is like a stereotypical
Stoner?
marijuana user. Clearly, I mean, every time you see a parody of a stoner who talks just like Shaggy,
Are you saying
looks
he
just like
indulges
Shaggy.
in cannabic activities?
He does.
Are you saying potheads are only white?
Yes, and I'm white, so that's okay. I think that I can say that.
I feel offended.
And the thing is I think that Scooby-Doo never actually could talk. I think that Scooby-Doo talking was all part of Shaggy's trip, because in my opinion, if you notice, when everyone else talks to Scooby-Doo, when they talk to him, they're like, which way did he go, Scooby-Doo? Which way did the bad guy go? Oh, this way, Scooby-Doo? They don't have conversations with him
Yes,
that
they
I
do.
remember.
And he says zoinks, and only stoners
Shaggy
say
does.
zoinks.
And
Shaggy
Yeah,
has
Shaggy says
conversation with him
zoinks.
that I
But
distinctly
no,
remember.
Freddy and Velma and Daphne all understand Scooby.
They've
They
offered
do.
him snacks and they've spoken to him.
Okay, yeah, they offer him snacks, but don't they speak to him in a way that's sort of like one-sided, like they don't necessarily need
Also,
it?
marijuana doesn't make you hallucinate.
Shaggy.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
Hey.
It's a cartoon. They can break the laws of physics and like actually.
Have you ever seen Bugs Bunny? That's a talking rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, Bugs Bunny is based on true, actual, factual events, though.
Actual fact?
What are you talking about?
Actual, factual.
What are you
What are you
talking
talking
about?
about?
Huh?
Like what?
What are you talking about?
Chris.
Real effects.
No.
So
dude,
there was a
there's-
bunny rabbit.
No, I'm
and-
talking about
and a duck.
a man with Down syndrome who goes out and can't pronounce his R's, who's going rabbit hunting, and he finds a rabbit and tries to shoot it, but he's not intelligent enough to use a rifle.
Wait,
and
okay,
ends
why
up
does he
shooting
have to have-
himself.
why does he
I'm
have
sure
to
that
have
that's
Down
happened.
syndrome
Actually,
and a speech impediment?
Wasn't there's a book, it's basically based on that book, God, what is that book? And it's about like the two
Non-existent.
guys and with the rabbits, and he's like,
A Brief History of Time?
no,
by
and
Stephen Hawking?
he's like, I want to pet the rabbits, and there's the two guys that they're in the Dust Bowl.
Mice and Men?
Yeah, Mice and Men. Basically, Mice and Men is Bugs Bunny.
I'm gonna say this.
So you're saying that
So
Elmer Fudd's a
when-
waterhead?
Elmer Fudd is the one who's like, oh, the rabbits, and he's trying to
Elmer
get some
Fudd's
rabbits.
small.
So-
and of Mice and Men, that guy was supposed to be like huge and have hands that could kill things without him trying to.
Yeah.
Because he kills a girl in that book.
See, I never actually read the book.
Well,
Why
so
wrote
why are you
it?
talking about it?
Well, going
Back
back
to
to
Scooby-Doo, back to Scooby-Doo.
Going back to Scooby-Doo, Jabberjaw was a huge rip-off of Scooby-Doo, and they could understand
But
Jabberjaw.
it's not a ripoff if Hanna-Barbera did it too.
I know.
Like, see,
Bye,
that's-
Alex.
All right, bye, Alex. Alex is leaving. Come
There
on,
was
camera,
a
and say
girl
bye.
here.
Come on,
There
camera.
was a girl here. So
Come on, we have to show that there's a girl in the group.
this is Alex.
And hopefully get one
Is
of
she
those.
in? Is she in frame?
Yeah,
she's in frame. Come here.
Okay.
Come on.
Bye,
Alex.
Alex.
Bye, Alex.
Bye.
Just silently look
Bye.
at her leave.
So,
Okay, so what's your favorite Scooby-Doo show? Like, you know, the little spin-offs.
a
Like,
pup named
Are you
Scooby-Doo.
trying to?
Yeah.
Are you trying to sound like Shaggy?
no,
No, what are you talking about?
What's your favorite Scooby-Doo?
I can't do that.
That was surprisingly good.
See, my favorite's pup named Scooby-Doo. Like, Mark.
Yeah.
That was good. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good show.
That one was
But
It's all about the
What?
original.
original.
It's all about the original.
Scooby-Doo TOS, the original series.
Yeah.
What's new Scooby-Doo?
Actually, I don't know. Scooby-Doo TNG is
what's
pretty
new
good.
Scooby-Doo was good.
And these are why. New animation, theme song by Blink-182. That's always a win.
It's not Blink-182.
No,
it's Simple
okay, hold on a
Plan.
second. No,
They
no,
all
no.
sound the same.
That was like the worst.
Wait,
because
what?
they tried to take Scooby-Doo and make it more modern, which I felt doesn't
Which one?
work. It just
new
doesn't
one.
work.
Well,
Like
not
some
the new
things, there are some things
The new
that you can
one.
take the story of and put them into a modern setting. Say Batman originally came out in the 30s and stuff, and he was basically his parents were killed during the Great Depression and how all that jazz. And then you see the comic books. All their characters kind of like revitalize them every couple of years, bring them into modern ages, and it works. But if you think about things that don't work, like Jekyll and Hyde, like has anyone seen a modern adaptation of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Oh,
that
well.
actually.
Yeah.
Let me think about that. Hulk. What is Dr. Jekyll?
No. I don't.
that is a very
I'm
good
not talking
point.
about. I'm not talking about a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde ripoff. I'm talking about Dr. Jekyll and.
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Hyde.
have. The BBC edition that was
Right.
as good
Was modern
as
day?
Yeah, modern
Yeah.
day.
That was took. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
League of Extraordinary
Google.
Gentlemen.
League of Extraordinary
No, he
Gentlemen
means like modern day.
was pretty cool, but I'm talking about
It wasn't a good movie,
they
though.
It was not a good movie.
It was
Like
fine.
okay. A good example would be say the Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet.
That's not a
in
good
which
example at all.
It took place.
That was the best
in
movie
modern
ever.
day. That was terrible. That was
Okay.
terrible.
I don't know when that little kid sings "When Doves Cry." That was pretty awesome.
The little kid. You mean his transvestite cousin?
No.
What are you talking about?
The little
Get off
kid
the
in the
phone.
church when he
No
sings
phones,
"Doves
James.
Cry."
Get off
Where'd
the
you
phone,
see him?
James.
Haven't you
I'm not
seen
on
the
my
movie?
I
No.
have seen the movie.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, they had Hyde from BBC. It was a really good show.
To be honest,
See, he
the only
doesn't
thing I
believe it
watch
'cause
on
it's
BBC
British TV.
is the reruns of Top Gear and Star Trek Next
And
Generation.
that's why we don't include you in the
Wait.
conversation about the BBC.
You haven't watched Sherlock?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Stop.
but-
Sherlock's incredible.
That's an incredible TV show.
So is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
No,
Stephen
that's-
Moffat's a
see,
genius. Also,
that's-
Coupling's another show he's did.
I can't
he
get
did that
into
was really
Doctor
good.
Who because I know
Because you're not a nerd.
because I'm gonna want to start it from the
Because he
60s.
has a
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Because I'm
understand.
not gonna want to start it from like what's on Netflix.
It doesn't continue. It doesn't carry over.
Liz
they
likes
actually
Doctor Who.
killed the series
But-
and rebooted it.
Well, good luck.
But that's
a lot
because
of
she
the
doesn't have a
original
girlfriend.
episodes are lost.
But she's a girl.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. If you have a girlfriend, you don't like Doctor Who, regardless of whether or not you're a girl.
I had a girlfriend
that's
and I
not
liked Doctor
true.
Who,
But-
and we were
okay.
together alongside. Watched
There's
Doctor
some
Who.
girls who are
But did
Doctor
you like
Who.
Doctor Who while you were together?
Yeah, and she liked it too.
You're like the one exception.
No, that's,
Charles!
I know a lot of girls who like
Charles
Doctor
is
Who.
out going out with Hillary.
But
He
he's
loves
like
that
80.
show.
There's like maybe 2 exceptions, but everyone else.
Stop
Okay.
making up things, James.
Okay, so,
One exception means
Anyway.
there's
so
all.
I understand where Arnold's coming from, but the reboot is supposed to be a continuation and also a completely different series.
It's
so if you want to
completely
start from
new.
there, it's supposed to be all new So if you want to start from there,
But
you can.
Christopher Eccleston is skippable, so you could start with the series 2.
I like
What?
I like
Why?
Christopher Eccleston.
Didn't he kind of like reboot the whole thing from?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
he
mean-
only did one season.
But compared to David Tennant,
Yeah, like whenever people told me about him, they always said start with him. Like he
David
was like the
Tennant-
greatest.
David
David
Tennant is the one that people always make fun of.
The best
he's
doctor
an
ever.
incredible actor.
Yeah.
David
Why-
Tennant's an
it's always
incredible
Matt
actor.
Smith.
Matt Smith looks like an elephant.
Matt
Yeah.
Smith is the new one, right?
think
He
Pierce
does
Brosnan
have
is
kind of
the
a funny
best.
face. He has funny eyebrows.
Pierce
He
Brosnan.
looks like an elephant.
Totally, Pierce Brosnan.
Matt Smith.
But yeah, watch Christopher Eccleston.
Better than Daniel
So
Craig.
you understand
Okay,
who
yeah.
Rose is.
Let's talk about
It's all about
James
Roger
Bond. Who,
Yeah.
who do you feel is the best James Bond actor?
Pierce Brosnan,
Pierce Brosnan.
Sean Connery,
Roger Moore.
everyone else, then Daniel Craig last.
I never watched James Bond.
I like the Daniel Craig movies because I think the writing is better.
Because they are.
That's not.
I think they're. I don't know.
How many
I mean-
people has he killed?
Does he need it?
Doesn't
The James
matter.
How
Bond
many women has he slept with?
That's not the point of James
That's
Bond.
the point of James
That is
Bond.
not the point of
Have you read
James
books?
Bond.
I don't care about books.
In the books,
who
he
reads
doesn't do that.
books?
Me?
Lot of people
Nerd.
actually.
Nerd.
I
Nerd.
okay.
Get out.
This
Leave.
is the thing, because I think
Leave.
that I think that Sean Connery was a good James Bond for that James Bond part.
For his time.
Yeah, Daniel Craig is a good James Bond
For our
for
time.
this new James
Yeah.
Bond.
Not for me.
Because they're two different characters.
And everyone always forgets about Timothy Dalton.
That's not.
Yeah,
It's
he-
Timothy
Let's
Dalton.
not go into that.
That's.
Let's not go into
I
that.
think from Scooby-Doo to James Bond.
I can't think of anything else to say about Scooby-Doo.
See, I told you we would deviate from shit.
Because the only thing to say about Scooby-Doo is like,
That he
haha,
was a-
Shaggy's a stoner.
damn-
Yeah.
Well, if you did your research, you were supposed to. You'd have a lot to talk about.
I do my research.
Yeah.
on Facebook and
Okay,
Google, so-
I'm not gonna do this if I have to like research shit. I just want to show up
Whoa,
and
research
talk.
what?
Research what?
You're gonna bleep it out. It doesn't matter.
Okay. No, well, we should have had a laptop guy.
Okay.
Next.
We need
next
tech
time.
support.
Okay, so
We'll go
back
off
to
our
James
minds.
Bond. You know, you have the major James Bonds for each era because that's how that era was. Like, you have Connery, then Brosnan was the perfect James Bond for the 90s because that's how we were.
Yeah.
He encompassed what we wanted in James Bond at that time.
Basically, the Bonds are the reflection of the moral standards of society at that time.
So Craig is the perfect one.
So Craig is dark, realistic,
but he doesn't need
Sharp.
Bisexual.
brutal. Stop it,
He's
Arnold.
bisexual.
No, he's
That's
not.
not what
Did you
he
see
said.
that scene with Javier Bardem?
Shut up.
Okay.
It's not.
Where
I'm
are you
not.
coming from?
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
Oh
No, I'm pretty sure Daniel Craig's gay.
Yeah. See.
It doesn't matter.
See, who has sex
Who
with
cares
Rooney
if he's
Mara
gay?
when she looks like that in Dragon, the girl with the dragon tattoo?
Did he? I didn't watch
You
that.
can't-
That's spoilers.
You don't
That's
really have
spoilers.
sex when you're filming a movie.
How do you know?
my. Will Smith is married.
I would think we know. We are the film society.
Yeah,
We
well,
should-
Film Society.
But we're
enjoys
not in
spoilers.
Hollywood, are we?
Pretty. Because Will Smith did a documentary. Not documentary. It was a commercial or something like that. And the chick who everybody sings 7 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Rosario
that-
Dawson.
Yeah, that chick. She went on to say that Will Smith was all like with a pillow. How do we do this? How do we do this for their sex scene?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
you
they're
get a
like-
more realistic feel if they actually do it. So,
They don't do it.
hey, some directors will be like, yeah, just go.
I can-
you should do it.
The
I
only
can
director
almost guarantee you the only films you've seen where people were actually having sex were porn.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Like
There's ways to-
99%.
there's ways to get away
there
with
are
that.
there are 3 or 4 like movies that were popularized where they
I'm
actually
pretty
had
sure
sex.
in Mr. and Mrs.
But-
Smith, was there a sex scene?
Yeah, but
There was one, but that was before. That was when they were married to
But
like
they
the
weren't,
respective
they
other
weren't
person.
having sex in the
Yeah, they
sex scene. They were
were.
having
Right.
sex in the trailer after the sex scene.
Right.
Okay.
There was some nondescript.
Can we wait? Are we gonna talk about new movies while we're doing this?
Yeah, we're just talking about
So
anything.
2 weeks spoiler ban.
All right. Whatever.
All right. Okay.
Just make sure to say spoiler alert.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
So
Skip.
like, I don't know. Keep going.
I'm just saying, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they were together
Yeah.
at that time.
No.
No, they were cheating
They
together.
got together because of the movie, but they weren't before.
No,
Oh,
they
so
were
you don't
cheating
think during the movie
no, I
they were
think
like,
they got together probably during the filming.
Yeah,
They
so
did-
what I'm
they
saying.
did
Like
for
before the movie
sure.
started, they didn't
No,
even
see,
meet
just-
each other.
Like right after they finished filming, they started having marital issues, and then
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Honestly,
during
like, can you
set.
blame them?
Yeah, they're really hot.
Yeah.
Both
Beautiful
of them.
people.
Also,
I'm jealous of
like-
beautiful people.
Angelina Jolie has a lot more going on between the ears than Jennifer
Jennifer
Aniston does.
Mhm.
No offense to Jennifer Aniston.
But she did kiss her brother though.
That's true.
Yeah, so?
It was probably just for like.
If I was
girls
Angelina
listening.
Jolie's
just for the
brother, I
roles.
would kiss her. If I was Angelina
Dude,
Jolie's brother, don't
I'm
even
not,
lie and say
I'm not
you
even gonna
wouldn't.
bring up stuff
Who
you
are you
said to
pointing
me
at?
like
You're-
off camera.
Who are you pointing at? Me or Xavier?
All of you.
I never said I wouldn't.
Okay, because like if you found out today, like if someone came up to you and was like, oh well, it turns out you were adopted and your real parents are
Arrested Development.
Jolie.
If that happened to me,
It's what's the
Angelina Jolie is actually a stage name.
what's your dad's name? I forgot who your dad is.
He's an actor.
Yeah, I know who.
John Voight.
There you go,
Yeah,
John Boyd. Yeah. So you're like, you realize it's John Boyd. And you're like, oh well, I'm still hooking up with Angelina Jolie. So who cares?
But you're not, because Angelina Jolie is hooking up with Brad Pitt.
Well, that's
Yeah,
It's-
anyone
it's-
hooking up with Brad Pitt, you're done.
Yeah, I mean the guy was in Snatch.
True. And Fight Club.
Bring up that.
James never seen Fight Club.
I haven't seen Fight Club.
You haven't seen Fight Club.
I
Have
haven't
you
seen
read the book?
If I did, I would sure as hell would talk about it.
Dude.
Spoiler alert: they beat the shit out of each other.
Come on. We just yell at James about this. You go and do it.
calm down.
Calm down.
Calm
sir.
down.
I am calm.
No, you're not. Okay, side note. Black Nick Fury, white Nick Fury.
Black Nick Fury.
Why Nick Fury? Because
Why
he
Nick
kills
Fury?
Hitler. Well, tries to.
Well, actually, there's a movie made in like '96.
With David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, Hasselhoff was Fury.
Okay, that's not cool.
It's called Nick Fury Agent of Shield. Really?
Yeah.
You just expel. You
I don't like Hasselhoff. I didn't like him in the SpongeBob movie. No, I didn't
What's
like it.
He did nothing but sit there and make a cameo appearance.
No, he was a major part. He got SpongeBob back.
Oh.
Spoiler
That's
alert.
like
Spoiler
that's like
alert.
saying, man, I hated Luke Wilson in Anchorman.
or man, Vince Vaughn really
All he
ruined,
did was
like,
get his
whatever
arms
movie
cut
he was.
off.
Shut up.
Wait, can we talk about how James hates Vince Vaughn for no good reason?
Yes.
I don't hate Vince. Oh, Vince Vaughn. Yeah, I'm sorry. For some reason, I was thinking like when you said Vince Vaughn, I was like Vin Diesel. I love Vin Diesel.
That says a lot about James.
You love Vin Diesel more than, but you hate Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn is a friggin' prick, and that's all I'm gonna say. Actually, that's not all I'm gonna say. Vince Vaughn is the kind of guy that if I have a girlfriend, which I don't at this moment, but hopefully at some point before I die, I will. If I were to introduce, I'd say, hey Vince Vaughn, this is my girlfriend. Girlfriend, this is Vince Vaughn.
Why
Vince
would
Vaughn
you-
would be like, hey baby, how you doing? And he would hit on her. He would hit on her right
Sick,
there. Just
girl.
bleep it out. You're just gonna bleep
Where you
it out.
get that
Let's just
booty at?
drop it. Okay, so yeah, he would totally hit on my girlfriend in front of me, and I'd be like, Vince Vaughn, bro, I thought we were cool, and he'd be like, who the fuck are you? You know, he would say that. Like he would.
No,
he would
no,
look at
no.
me
He would say, yeah, we're straight, and then you take your girlfriend home with him.
Yeah.
We're cool. She's just leaving with me tonight. We're gonna go play tag.
So what I'm hearing is that
With
James
our
doesn't have
naked
enough confidence in
bodies.
himself that he would keep his girl.
You already said you
So
didn't
why
have
would-
confidence in sexuality.
Why would you be friends with Vince Vaughn?
It's a good question.
When
And
you-
also, how do you
No,
know?
I'm
Have
just
you like
saying if
ever
there was
met
like some
Vince
weird,
Vaughn?
bizarre world where
Like,
I
have you
was
chilled
friends
with Vince Vaughn ever?
have you ever seen Vince Vaughn in person like I have?
No, I haven't. And if I
Like
did,
I
I'd
have?
punch him in
I
the
have,
face.
I
would
have,
punch
I
Vince
have.
Vaughn in the face.
How do you even know?
Guys,
it's
this
like
guy's
that?
seen Vince Vaughn in
It was-
person.
it was
He's
the
seen
wedding-
like a
Like
barely
Family Guy,
A-list
Family Guy did a
celebrity.
really good parody in which Stewie Griffin says something to the effect of, "Oh well, this is my impression of every Vince Vaughn movie ever made. Oh, I'm incapable of feeling about another person. Oh wait, no, I'm not. The end. That's it." He
That's
plays
just
the
his
same
character. Then you can say that to
Same
Michael
character.
Cera.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
well, I'm not saying I like Michael Cera.
Whoa.
Say that-
Whoa!
I'm not saying I do. I'm saying he did one good thing, and it was Arrested Development.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim was
Pilgrim.
awesome.
Scott Pilgrim was okay,
It's a
but
better
not
graphic
because of
novel.
Michael Cera.
Better graphic novel.
Not
got a
because
point.
of
I can agree with that. I can agree with
It was,
that.
it was
What
really
about
awesome for
Superbad?
Direction was.
Superbad
wasn't very good.
I'm talking about Superbad and Juno and every
Juno's-
other movie that everyone says
Oh,
is fantastic
Juno.
because Michael Cera is so like.
Have you
so
not seen
horrible.
Frequency?
What about Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist?
Nick and Nora's
No,
Infinite
we've seen
Not
Playlist.
it
talking
yet.
about that one.
Frequency.
Or,
That's like his
or,
first.
Youth in
Youth in
Youth in
Revolt.
Revolt.
Youth in Revolt's actually
Youth in
really
Revolt was
good.
It's a funny movie.
It was a good- it
Who
was-
played
it was a good
Matt? Who
movie.
played Ramona in that?
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
She's hot.
Hey, you know that
I say
you know
Ally
the
Baker
girl
should
that
have
plays
been.
the drummer
Yeah.
And you can see her tits in another movie. I forgot the name of it.
She
What does that do with?
tweeted her breasts on.
She's also in. She's in the newsroom. That
Her
HBO
name,
show.
her name is
Allison Pill.
Pill.
At this
Allison
point,
Pill.
Allison,
this is where
she's in the
I'm gonna have to
newsroom,
leave
which
you
is a
guys.
very good show.
You're gonna leave?
If you
Yeah,
haven't
me
seen
and
it.
Xavier
Yeah.
take off.
You know, yeah, this is
Alright.
this is a pretty good time to wrap up.
Has
Yeah,
it been an
so-
hour?
It's like 20 minutes.
All right.
That's good.
I don't know. I don't think that anyone online is gonna sit through this for 20 minutes.
Well,
No one
ladies
wants
and
to sit in?
gentlemen,
I probably will.
No one wants
that's
to
our
sit-
meeting
well,
for today. These guys don't want to stop talking, but
Okay.
it's over.
No, this guy's
Thanks for
gonna close it. Let him
watching.
close
See you
it.
later.
Let him close it.
Okay, yeah.
Officially. I just
Okay,
closed it.
hello, everybody. Once again, my name is James, Xavier, Arnold, Jimmy, or something like that, and then Mark.
Hello.
And we are with
Hello.
the UTSA Film Society. So check us out
Did you say
online
goodbye,
and
goodbye?
stay tuned for more.
Like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to our Twitter.
Like us on
We're not on
Facebook.
Twitter, but if we
To our
were,
YouTube account.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Okay.
To our YouTube
See you
account.
later.
Turn
Turn it off.